Well, welcome everyone. It's been another week and it's time for an update on Megan and Indy's litters. So we are officially 4 weeks old. Let's take a look at them. So the first thing you may notice is that they are all together. I thought it would be just good for them to get together and play. And we are starting some weaning. Indy is feeling a little under the weather, so we are giving her some medication, and Megan is taking care of her puppies too. So let's just take a little bit of time and let's look at each puppy individually. We haven't done that with these groups yet, so let's do that. So we haven't looked at the coloring or markings of any of these babies yet. So let's start out with that this morning. So we're going to start out with Indy's, and we've got the collars on them. That happened this morning. They also got their nails trimmed. We're going to get weighed in a little bit in our first neopar shot. So this is one of Indy's babies. This is the one that had the big dot on her head. It's still there, but it is pretty much filling in with her other hair. So she is going to be the purple collar girl, is who she's going to be. So she is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Frederick makes absolutely gorgeous puppies, without a doubt. They are so pretty. I still think she's going to be red and white. She may have a little bit of sabling on her like Indy. I'll put a picture in here to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. But very evenly marked on the white. Her white is going to run up her forehead, has that little dot there, and then it's going to continue on back down into her collar. And she has white collar on the right side, but not on the left side. Has 4 little white feet, little white belly. So that is beautiful little Miss Purple. She's so pretty. Just adorable, adorable, adorable. Come here, sweetie. All right. Here is the other little girl in Indy's litter, and she is going to be the green collar. She is beautiful too, and marked very evenly too. So she has a white that runs up her little head and still has a little fairy kiss right there in the center. Now, her markings are a little darker, so she may actually have a little bit more of the sable coloring. You can see around her eyes and even in her ears, her markings are a little bit darker. So the white runs up her head. It is going to join with her collar too. Now she has, she doesn't have a full collar either, but she has white that, you know, kind of comes down here on, kind of in the middle, and then kind of goes, it turns into dark, has another little splotch of white, and then the darker coloration here. So once again, 4 little white feet, little white belly. Oh my gosh. She's just as cute as can be. So that is going to be Miss Green. And then we have the little boy out of Indy's litter. He's over here chewing on my shoe. He is going to be the blue collar. So let's take a look at him. Once again, he's kind of like Miss Green. Kind of got a little darker coloration. You know, I expect this to lighten around his ear eyes, but his ears, the back of them are dark right now, but I still think he'll be red with maybe just some sabling. So another very evenly marked puppy. And so his white is going to run up his head, connects with the back of his head. We do have maybe just a slight break right there. And then he's got the collar. It's going to run all the way around on his left side. The white is going to. I think we're going to have to trim that little Velcro collar a little bit. Yeah. They're not very happy with me getting their collars. So once again, he has 4 little white feet and a little white belly. And there you can see his markings. Beautiful little guy. Beautiful little guy. The only little boy out of both litters. Okay, now let's go to Maggie's. All right, this one right here is going to be the pink collar female. Oh, you're a mess, aren't you? So she has white that runs up her forehead. It's a little wider white than her sister, Miss Yellow, and I'll show you that in a minute. It stops. It does not go to her collar. And if you look, you can see that she's probably going to be a redhead because you can see some red already coming in there. So I think she'll be a redhead to try. There's her white of her collar. It on their left side. It's not a full white collar. She has 4 little white feet again and a little white belly. So there is Miss Pink from the backside. And if you look really carefully, you can see what I'm talking about with that red coming in on those ears. That's usually the first place it comes in. So I think she'll be a redhead to try. All right, let's look at her sister. So the sister, her blaze that runs up her face is a little narrower, but very evenly marked again. And it doesn't connect in with her collar. She probably has a wider collar, actually, more white. And you can see that red coming in already. So I'm pretty sure she's going to be a redheaded try too. Oh my gosh, you have to look at this face. Sweet baby. Yes, so sweet baby. 4 little white feet and a little white belly. And you can see, I mean, she has, the collar does not come all the way around on the sides, but it is pretty big. I guess it does go, no, yeah. Pretty much goes all the way around on the right side. And then it just has a little area where it's not full on the left side. And she has this cute little tiny, see if you can see it. She has a cute little tiny dot. See her cute dot? It's so cute. She's adorable. All right. I think this one will be Sable, but she is Lightning. I was hoping she'd look like her daddy because he is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm hoping she still will because if we look down in here, this hair is pretty dark. So I'm hoping she'll be a Sable and a gorgeous, gorgeous Sable at that. So this is Miss Salmon color. Very evenly marked. The white that comes up. Now she does not basically have any white around her neck. She has a tiny little splotch of white there. And this is a salmon color. Salmon colored collar is what she is. Little white feet. Little white belly. White chest and belly. White feet on the back. So this is Miss Salmon. Yes. Maybe she'll look like Dad. We can hope. We can hope she looks like that. She turns into a full sable. And then, last but not least, is Megan's other little girl, and she is very, very evenly marked. Very evenly marked. With the white around her muzzle, the white comes up her forehead. It does connect to her collar. Let's look at your collar. Has white, big white collar. But it doesn't, it's not a full collar. She's giving me this glare look. 4 little white feet. White belly. And you can see there, she should be red and white. Pretty sure she'll be red and white. And someone will always ask about their nose. So her nose is, the pink is filling in black. It will fill in black. You can see she still has a little bit of pink up here on the top of her nose. But that should fill in black on all of them. It just takes a little time sometimes to do that. So we are 4 weeks old, a little over 4 weeks old. No one's ears are up yet, but that is normal. They are starting to play, starting to carry toys around and play, and they are just absolutely adorable babies. We got, we're doing our manicures weekly. We will start on baths probably next week. We're using a potty tray, and we're doing great with that. Eating, they have tiny, tiny little teeth, and we're eating, starting to eat food. You can see those. Show them your teeth. Show them your teeth. Yeah, you can see the little teeth. So we're starting to eat food, and we'll start with the weaning process because I don't want Megan to get overloaded. When you start out with 4 and then you gain 3, I just don't want her to get overloaded. So they are absolutely adorable. I'm just going to shoot a little video so you can kind of just see them hanging out here. So I have had people ask about these puppies. They are all spoken for at this time. And in fact, I have a couple of people on standby from our waiting list. But we are adding people to our spring waiting list. So we're expecting that our first litter in the spring would go home in February. And we should have litters that go home all through the spring. So if you're interested in getting on our waiting list and getting a puppy from us, check out our website. The link's in the description below, and we will get the ball rolling on that. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one in a week for another update.